Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette with another reading for the month of January, January of June 2018, and amen. I just wanted to introduce the reading by telling you which cards I'll be using. I'll be using for part of the spread, the Tarot of the Sacred Feminine. Then I will be using, for the emotional side of the spread, the VERA SIBILLA. Then I will use my picture postcards for the change aspect of the spread. Now, I also have, of course, here my runes to crown the reading, and that is it. Off we go. Thank you, all of you, to my old subscribers for sticking with me, and welcome new subscribers. I hope you enjoy this. On to the readings. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at what's in store for you today for the month of, in my cards, for the month of July. Let's see what's in store for you, Sagittarius, for the month of July, for the month of June. I tell you, all I have to do is, just change my mind for one thing, look at something, and being not concentrated is very, very important here. It does... One has fallen out. Okay, and this is the light of the moon. All right, we'll put that off to the side here. Okay, the Sibilla cards. Okay, now let's see our Sagittarius for June. Okay. All right, let me show you these cards. It's lovely Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands. We have two Sibilla cards. The Donna Maritata, the married woman, the mother or the wife, protector in any case. So speedy, sighing, quite an ambiguous card. We'll see that. And then we have this piece of art, this work of art, which is the Peacock by Thoburn. Now, this is interesting because the peacock has, as you could see, eyes of the stars. It was considered that the peacock feathers have eyes of the stars. And in Greek and Roman mythology, this was thought to be true. And in Hinduism, the peacock represents patience and kindness and luck. But it's a symbol of royalty. There's a spiritual reawakening hidden in the meaning of this animal, and watchfulness, protection, many different things. Vision, even. Now, what is this card telling us? What are these cards telling us? First of all, the incoming card, the question you ask yourself in the beginning of the month of June, and I keep saying July, there must be something that is making me say that. All right, this Six of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles is the moon in Taurus. Now, we are, as I'm reading, I'm leaving. This is the 21st of May, and so it's the end of the Taurus and going into the Gemini period. And the three of the the Six of Pentacles here, excuse me, is Saturn in Taurus, and it is unfulfilled success, you know, on the one hand, and it's also generosity on the other. So it's, you know, it has this vast ranging meaning, and we'll have to clarify that. But you're asking yourself, Sagittarius, I have come all this way, and in many respects I can say to myself, you've come a long way, baby, as the saying goes. And on the other hand, you say, yes, but I'm this age, I'm 30, I'm 40, I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm 70, and I still don't fulfill some of the desires or expectations that I have had. So there's this wide-ranging sense of questions that you ask yourself, because yes, I am, but so where do I want to go from here, Sagittarius, you're asking yourself. It's as if there's unfulfilled success on the one hand, but then there's the promise of generosity as well. And so you know that in some way you're in the right place. You're just asking yourself, what do I do now? And the action that you take in the month of June, it concerns moving forward in a slow fashion, pondered way. You're thinking to yourself that when in doubt, I need to be cautious. So I will be cautious in the month of June. You may decide in the month of June to take a vacation, a much needed vacation, and a surprising decision. It will come up to you quite surprisingly, and one morning you'll wake up and you'll want to do that. And this, of course, is a general reading. It's not for everyone. It won't resonate, but I'm compelled to give you these messages. And so the context within which you are acting, that you are experiencing things in the month of June, is this Three of Wands, the Sun in Aries. It is really the Lord of, how can we say, it's established strength, you know, it's established strength. You're in a position in your life where you feel that you can go any way. You know, you have a good CV, your curriculum is very important, very well experienced. A lot of experiences are included there. It's a great business card to hand out, because people will get to know what you have at your, you know, what your skills are, how you moved in the past, and you really could pick and choose. You're in a very interesting moment of your life. And you may feel that it is not the high point of your life, because you feel that you may not, you know, you're still not, you know, there's this unfulfilled success, but you will, you know very much that you have the capability and the experience to be able to travel far, far, far. And our emotions, Sagittarius, our emotions during the month of June are, well, many of you have family life that is a little bit of a burden, because you're always with the family. Perhaps you have small children, or perhaps your siblings are needy of you, your brothers and sisters, or perhaps your parents need you, and there's that lack of freedom of movement. So that's perhaps one of the reasons why one day you say, okay, I'm getting up, I'm going even camping, or I'll go to Las Vegas, or I'm going to Alaska, or I'm going to the North Pole. Just get me away for a few days. Now, it's interesting because it is, I see you as the breadwinner, the protector, the person who gives support to others. And as a result, you fail to see how much of a burden that really is, and how much you're giving of yourself to the detriment of your own self. And we need to stop every now and then and make time for ourselves, and understand what we are. It's a matter of breathing, stopping and breathing, and, you know, just to take stock of what is going on, and knowing where we are, get our bearings, and know what exactly our commitments are, and how much they're taking out of us. Now, the change that is enacted during the month of June is or has to do with your, because there's a bit of luxury here in the month of June, Sagittarius. You have the luxury to stop if you so choose, if you decide to stop and think and meditate on your situation. Stop, smell the flowers, breathe. You have the opportunity here for an important spiritual awakening. And not only that possibility will open so many doors for you, Sagittarius. It will truly be the watershed. It will create the watershed between what we know of Sagittarius before June and Sagittarius from June 2018 onwards. It's an important month. We just had this shift in Uranus. You will find that things will, even if they don't move quickly, in your mind they are. You're getting awarenesses, you're getting ideas, you're getting the notion that things are moving, shifting. I have a purpose here, and I make the difference. And so what you even think, not necessarily the decisions you make, but what you think this month of June will condition how you move and what decisions you make in the upcoming months and up until the end of the year, Sagittarius. Then we have this lovely moon card, and the moon card is always a card that we tarot readers say, well, it represents the unknown. It represents the unknown to us. It represents also our dark side, that shadow side that many of us, me included, like to go to visit every now and then, because there is where lies the answers to our psychological foundation, to our very roots of the way we even think. And it seems that this is linked to the spiritual awakening I'm talking about. It's a process that comes full circle, where you're going to be understanding what you have done, where you're coming from, where in the prospect of thinking of where you're going, but at the same time assessing what your situation is in your current lifetime, having to do a lot with the family, how much I'm giving, how much I'm receiving, how much I'm acting, what does it mean, how much does it subtract? There's this added subtraction, this negotiation process for those mathematicians out there. It is a give and take, and you're assessing what your role in that give and take is, and when all is said, at the end of the day, you want the scales to be fairly well balanced in order for you to feel the harmony and to feel the equilibrium in your life. Let me take the runes and cast them, see what they have to add. Okay. Boom, they hit the table. Boom, they hit the table. Nice, nice, and nice. Nice, nice, and nice. Okay. This is going either way. There will be ups and downs. Okay, now, let's say that the notion of the notion of movement. Okay, I have this chariot of the earth with the Knight of Pentacles, and wanting to go moving forward, making such an important impact on the world because you have the fire within you and the ability to do that. That is going to start, that's going to pound you. I have 30 sats here, bright stave, 30 sats, and the Lord of Thunder, this big, important, resounding message keeps coming up to you that yes, I am an influence. Yes, I am a force to be reckoned with. Yes, I can make a difference. That's going to be eking out you during the month of June. Algae Smirk Stave here is telling you that you have to be careful with that force, with that dynamism that comes up into you, into your very soul, because that can have the ability, with Algae Smirk Stave here, to offset the balance in your life. However, at the same time, we have IWATS, and IWATS is a protective room because there's joy in the family, and that very family nucleus that you will think about so much, and how much effort goes into that happiness of the family, and what that happiness costs you, because it has a cost. Happiness does come with a cost. And well, I have Lagos here, Lagos, on its side, and this means to me that there will be ups and downs in this process of imagining and discerning, thinking, and evaluating how the family life can be more lived at ease. For example, you may have small children, and once they get into some form of a nursery, you'll have more free time and things like that. Or one of your children who has had difficulties with the law will be coming round, and their legal procedures will be coming towards an end, and you'll be freer. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, as there was dark at the other end of the tunnel. Now, there's two things here. There are two runes. There's Kinat's bright stave and Perdro murk stave. They're in contradiction. Whereas you see things coming, whereas you can strategize how to, next September I'm going to have my child go into the nursery because that will free up my wife. Whereas you can strategize on the one hand, and you do that very well, you're very aware of what you're doing. Pedro Merkstaves tells me that you are short-sighted in the sense of intuition, your gut feeling. Not always do you use your gut feeling. You rely on mathematical equations, algorithms sometimes, and you see things very clearly and very logically, okay? The logic being your greatest ally. And it doesn't always work that way, but there is indeed a give and take within the universe, in the balance of what we look at as the Sagittarian world. And you are poised to get in the balance, to be benefited by a great balance. What I have here, though, Hagalas, tells me that the spiritual awakening too that will come about comes at a cost. Those highs and lows are really highs and really lows. But there's Othala bright stave, and Othala tells me that it is precisely the spiritual awakening that is the pot of gold for you at the end of the month of June. So there is this pot of gold for you at the end of the month of June in the form of a spiritual awakening. I do hope, Sagittarius, this was of help to you, and have a great month in the month of July. Until we read together again, bye-bye.